Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for Journey Through Eorzea, everyone's favorite show where we go around and do stuff that we forgot about from like 10 years ago? I am your host, the man with hat, Tiberius Fox. We are at the end of Heaven's Ward pretty much. We got like maybe 7 quests to go. And with that, let's just get right into it, because this one could either be long. I'm hoping this is the last episode of this section. But if it's not, it's not. But we'll never know unless we get there. So let's go find... Oh, we gotta go... What am I doing? We gotta go to Ishgard. Let's teleport to Ishgard. We gotta go to the Knights Most Heavenly. Forgot your knights. I am really... It is bittersweet, though. I really... The Red! Ozak's Faust. Find stuff, make stuff, repeat. I agree. 100%. That's like a definite crafter's thing. I will stand on your table for the final time I come here. Greetings, Warrior of Light. What business brings you to Ishgard? The Griffin and stuff. I see. Wait here. I will summon Sir Emmerich. I gotta deal with some problems. Where's my boy? It is good to see you, my friend. 'Tis but a pity it had to be under such circumstances. Had Lucia not informed me of the urgency of your suit, I would certainly have sent for some wine. But to business, I thank you for bringing these developments in Alamigo to our attention. Ishgard will of course send an envoy to attend the council in Gridania. I cannot say who will represent us, however, as the choice is not mine to make. Not mine alone, at any rate. Given the imminence of our threat, we may forego the formalities of full assembly, but I will still need to consult my counterpart at the House of Commons prior to proceeding. Will you permit me some time to make the necessary arrangements? I don't really think I have a choice in the matter, so yeah. I thank you. Our representative, whomever we select, will require a suitable escort. Make your preparations and inform Sir Handlup that he is to lead in our absence. Yes, Lord Commander. Tiberius, pray accompany Lucia to the gates of judgment and make ready to depart for Gridania. I will have our envoy rejoin you as soon as I can. Sure to speed you on your way. And just with that, we finished off that last quest from the last episode. Looking at it, we should have 7 quests left. The question is, can we get through 7 quests in one episode? Might be a bit longer, but so is the end of ARR, to be honest. If you have no other business in the city, join me at the gates of judgment. We must be ready to depart the instant the envoy arrives. You tell him, Lucia. I am interested to know what dude was doing over at Cardno. That, like, Omega or something? I mean, I could believe it's Omega, but... I don't know, man. It's a little suspect. In light of the fact that I don't know when the next time we'll be here is, let's take one last look around Ishgard. It feels like we just got here, you know what I mean? Well, can't be helped. Let's get on our way. We gotta go help Gridania and start dealing with Gurabania. Crossing the steps, sir? Yes. Yes, we are. I think it's funny is, like, when you're doing all the other stuff that you normally do here, all the side stuff, it's way longer, so... Just going right through the MSQ, it's like almost like... feels like a pit stop, almost. It's not that long at all. As it's, you know, dozens of hours. We meet again. As it happens, my counterpart in the House of Commons agreed that I should act as Ishgard as envoy. Not I concede that I was ever really in any doubt. As Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, it is my duty to sanction any military cooperation. Be that as it may, I could not in good conscience make the decision alone, not with the ink scarce dry in the Republic's Book of Statutes. I trust you understand, my friend. Alas, I must test your patience still further by making a brief stop at Camp Dragonhead. Given the trouble brewing in the Black Shroud, I would see that a garrison is ready to defend the border. That's fine. We can stop and see your dudes. Most of your troops are pretty cool anyway. So, I ain't complaining. Daenerys Draken. Tell me all about it. Level 71 warrior. I respect it. Although I respect warrior like the least out of any of the classes. But you know, I respect the hustle regardless. Well, let's see. Look at all these newbies. They're so cute. Big boy throwing out sweet heals, he hopes. Man, that's so nice. I like that. What about BJ Brasher? White Mage? Nice. I'm assuming they're questing together. That's cool. The garrison commander waits within. Why not accompany me, Tiberius? You may see a familiar face. Hoshmont's back from the dead. I'll be interested to see who they put in his position. Oh, they put the dude there. A Manlane? I mean, I guess, yeah. Tiberius, old boy, how wonderful to see you. And Sir Amric, too. To what do I owe this unexpected pleasures? You'll have to excuse my mulled wine brought up from the kitchens at once, if you will excuse. Nay, do not trouble yourself, Honora. We shall soon be on our way. Lucia, a brief summary, if you will. Yes, Lord Commander. I appreciate that. That was nice for the listener. Those villains hardly need an excuse to wage war. Bloodletting comes as naturally as breathing to the an Imperial. And thus we strengthen our patrols as you suggest. We shall also be sure to communicate these developments to Lord Francel and the Observatorium. I see you have everything in hand. Carry on, Commander. Surprised to see yours truly at the helm? A little bit. You and me both, old boy. I doubt I'll ever feel worthy to sit where he sat. His paintings up on the wall. I mean, yeah. That's a rough one. Yet we can play at the hand we're dealt, and with little help from the veterans, Anawa's ceaseless chiding, I'm sure I'll muddle through. So worry not, old boy. Off to Gridania with you. I thought they walked off. I didn't realize they were just standing there listening to us talk. That's crazy. Alright, what's next? Where are we going? In New Gridania? Dude, that's cool. As Gridania is my jam, it'll be cool to see Amaric just kind of hanging out there, so... I don't think he ever went to Gridania before, but he was in Ul'dah, I remember that. And people here playing annoying music, that's cool. The temptation to go and slap this guy with a /slap emote is so hard, but the Final Fantasy XIV community is insane, so we're gonna not do that. They'll probably dox me and try and get me fired from my non-existent job. Alright. Yeah, I just outed myself. Let's see where we're at. Diplomatic duties have brought me here on several occasions, but I find that I am as enraptured by the Black Shride's beauty as now as when I first laid eyes upon it. I fear that this time, however, events shall not afford us the luxury of enjoying the splendor of the forest. Yeah. It seems we have to an escort to the Lotus Stand. A pleasant place to discuss unpleasant matters, is it not? Yes, of course. 'Tis like that we are last to arrive. Let us announce ourselves, shall we? Yeah, I always wonder how is it we are always the last ones to, you know, do whatever. Yeah, no, I outed myself. I am currently unemployed, but not by choice, but because you can only put out so many jobs. You know, who am I kidding? Everyone in modern day knows, like, how hard it is to get a job of any substance. So, that's me, that's where I'm at right now. I had that other job for a minute, but then, like, it was literal back-breaking labor, and I'm too old. I can't do it anymore. So, oh, I just realized I have to go over to the thing. I'm too busy rammering on about my self-importance. Alright. But yeah, no, I am always staggered by how we always end up somewhere last. We are rarely the first one to ever show up anywhere. But anyway, it's raining. Let's go have a conference. The envoy of Ishgard has arrived. Very good. This way, if you please. Ah, and the Linminson party as well. Did we seriously not get here last? Fallen. And you You Gary's there! Let's go! I had hoped to slip in unannounced, or unnoticed, but I see I was not the only one delayed in my arrival. Greetings, Sir Amaric. Admiral, as always a pleasure. Oh, the rain stopped, good. And Tiberius, I trust you are well. 'Tis a day of reunions, it seems. I believe you are well acquainted with my escort. Master Tiberius, it was glad to hear from Eola the missing scions have now been found. I feel bad for the ninjas, they tried so hard. There is much and more we would discuss with you, but let us first attend to the issue at hand, shall we? I can't believe we weren't last. And I'm also surprised kind of to see, you know, her. I can't think of her name all of a sudden, I just said it like 2 seconds ago. But, I mean, being as we are going to the Far East, that kind of makes sense.
I bid you welcome, my friends. As you will by now be aware, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have come into possession of certain intelligence concerning recent developments in the region of Gyr Abania. It springs, I am assured, from an unimpeachable source. Is that not so, Master Alphino?
Indeed, Elder Eorzea. Our information comes directly from a member of the Resistance's inner circle, and we have no cause to doubt its veracity.
This griffin of theirs is a fool if he thinks he can hold Belsar's wall against the Empire.
The irony.
When the Imperials move to take it back, they will come in force. And the resulting fighting is all but certain to spill over into the Black Shroud.
At the Battle of Cartano, the combined might of 3 grand companies labored to contend with the remnants of but a single Imperial legion. Alone, Gridania would be hard-pressed indeed to hold back the tide, should the Garleans turn their minds from reclamation to invasion.
May I once more convey my nation's deepest regrets for our inaction in the days prior to the calamity. 'Tis a stain upon our ledger that I would fain remove. Elder Eorzea, I do hereby request leave to deploy a defensive force within the borders of Gridania. Ishgard's return to the Alliance shall be honored by more than mere ink upon parchment.
Let's go, Amaric. You absolute G.
The Doman people, too, would join any effort that weakens our common foe. We are few, but our most seasoned shinobi are at your disposal.
That's right, boy. We got ninjas.
On behalf of my people, I offer you my humble thanks. Gridania welcomes your assistance.
It is time we set our contingency plans in motion. Is the Alliance agreed? Then let us make ready for war. Victory favors the swift. There is much to be done.
I find it interesting that Mirrorwhip didn't really say anything. Yugiri did, as her envoy, but that was it. Someone needs to put some high def into my hat, man. I love my hat, but they need to put some high def in there, you know what I mean? Then again, if it's high def, it might look weird.
The Council knows that Alamigo will not soon be wrested from the Empire, and its decision to bolster the border's defences seems eminently practical. Why then, brother, do you scowl so?
I agree that they have chosen the wisest course available. Indeed, the only reasonable one. Yet something feels awry. In making ready for war, is the Alliance not granting the Griffin the very thing he desired? Any attempt to hold the wall is doomed to failure, aye. But I wonder if we have misjudged the prize for which he plays.
I'm just so much taller than them. Like, staggeringly taller. And the funny thing is, I could be, if I was a different race, I could be even taller. I'm the tallest this type of human can be. Or hewer, if you prefer. Alright. That the Council was able to reach an accord so swiftly is a heartening development in itself. I only hope my misgivings prove unfounded. Ah, good, you have to depart. I feel I missed you. Sir Amaric. Master Alphino, a pleasure as always. And Mistress Alize, how wonderful to see you thus recovered. Pardon the interruption, I'd hoped to thank Tiberius for serving as our escort before our duties called him away. I also wish to thank our Doman ally. Hiding behind the tree. Forgive me, my lord. I was but awaiting an opportune moment to join the conversation, and force of habit made me keep to the shadows. No apologies unnecessary, Mistress Yugiri. I was most grateful for your interjection when I offered Ishgard's support. My nation's historic failure to heed the Alliance's pleas for aid is a matter of record. Even so, the Alliance's leaders were plainly unprepared for an impromptu apology. The resulting air of awkwardness might have lingered longer were it not for your timely offer of cooperation, which allowed the elder seeds here to accept us both. I very much appreciated the gesture. I only did my duty, Sir Emmerich. The Empire is an enemy to us all, and we are grateful for the opportunity to fight at your side. And full glad are we to have you. Pray convey my regards to the Scions, my friends. We must return to Ishgard. Whatever is wrong with a simple sorry or thank you? Must these politicians always make a speech out of everything? That is how we adults speak, dear sister. Mayhap the ones who sound like the sound of their own voice. In any case, our business here is concluded. We should be on our way as well. Will you accompany us to Revenant's Toll, Yugiri? Why is she coming with us? Actually, I think I shall first pay a brief visit to the East Shroud. I am curious to know how Papalimo and Ida fared in their talks with the Sylphs, not to mention what has been going on at Balthazar's Wall. I will join you at the Rising Stones anon. I just don't understand why, Yugiri just randomly shows up, and, I understand, from a gameplay perspective, since we're getting ready for Stormblood, why? But I don't understand, why, from a narrative perspective, she's just oh, hey, you want to come along? She showed up with the Limensons, and now she's going to just hang out with the Scions, and no explanation. I mean, I guess their people are all in this place. It's just a little bit off-putting, or just a little bit throws me. Welcome back, Tiberius. I don't know about you, but I'm heartily glad that all of the talking is over. I understand that these council meetings are important, but do you not find it tiresome to have the weight of every word you speak it? I doubt I'll ever feel at home again in the realm of politics. That said, people have been known to change. If my brother is willing to run his own errands, anything is possible. Alright, 2 down, 5 to go, theoretically. Well, as much as I enjoy the bustle of the toll, I think it's time we headed inside. My brother and the others will not be long. Oh, some happenings. Ah, you returned from the council, but what of Alphino? Did some other matter require his attention? Mine apologies, friends. I trust we have not kept you waiting over long. Greetings, everyone. Oh, Kryl, how's Nago doing? She will be alright, won't she? I don't see why not. She's sleeping at the moment. Tataru is keeping an eye on her, so we'll know soon enough if there's any change in her condition. Her wounds are healing well. With sufficient rest, I am certain she will make a full recovery. Thank goodness for that. Now, mayhap you would share the rest of the Council's decision? Each of the nations, Ishgard included, has committed to providing military support for Gridania. The Eorzea Alliance will soon have a significant force in the Black Shroud, ready to respond to any Imperial act of aggression. You know, I almost wish the Council would stop messing around and give the Griffin what he wants. I wouldn't like to be the Imperial caught between the Resistance and the Alliance. Ida, you cannot seriously, one does not lightly go to war with the Garlean Empire. Quite. To open hostilities without due consideration would be to invite disaster. If only there were some way to reach the Griffin, some means to convince him to abandon this reckless cause. Of course. It may not be entirely unfeasible. There's a network of tunnels underneath Balsar's wall, secret passages dug by the Resistance to provide a way out of Alamigo, which may equally serve as a way in. Precisely. If all are in agreement, I would have one undertake the necessary negotiations. I am familiar with the route, and the Resistance is familiar with me. About as familiar as they are with me, you mean? Say what you want, I'm coming too. I have some experience in the practice of infiltration. If you would have me, my services are at your disposal. As are mine. It had been far too long since I shared a shadow with a shinobi, and I do not intend to waste the opportunity. 4 is quite sufficient for an infiltration mission. Greater numbers will only serve to increase the risk of detection. Ryle and I will redirect our energies elsewhere. What of you, Leviers? I will return to the East Shroud and stand watch over the border. Should matters take a turn for the worse, 'twould seem wise to be on hand. Might it prevail upon you to accompany me, Tiberius? Gridania will be safer for your presence, and while it may not seem the most thrilling duty, dear sister, might I ask that you remain at the Rising Stones to pass messages and so on? To hold the fort, you mean? Very well, I suppose the task must fall to someone. Safe travels, all of you. Alright. If you have any unfinished business in the toll, pray attend to it now. I would depart for Hawthorne Hut without delay. The nearby watchtower offers an unobstructed view of Elsar's wall, and I should be interested to speak with the Alliance commanders who have installed themselves at its top. I think that's where you get into, like, because there's like a way across the ground for every way that you go anywhere, and I think that's how you get into, that tower is how you get to Garabania and get into the Stormblood sections, like, over the ground, without taking, like, a boat to, Kugana, anyway. We're gonna keep teleporting, because we're trying to do this whole thing in one episode. Ah, Tiberius, there you are. Come, Emerisek Spire awaits. The Alliance officers on the platform should be able to apprise us of any developments at the wall. Got an answer. Fancy meeting the two of you here. We were about to set forth. Indeed. I was about to say 12 watch over you, but then I doubt you have need for divine protection, even if you are venturing into enemy territory. Don't worry, Alphino. We have the Griffin by the scruff of the neck before you know it. Do make up your mind, Ida. Nary a moment ago you seemed ready to shake the Griffin by the hand rather than the neck. So which is it to be? 'Twould be best to decide before we enter into negotiations. Trust me, Papalymo. I'll shake whatever needs shaking. The talking part I leave to you. He's so frustrated. I love they pair them together and they just don't like each other. You know, it's a crazy thing. In a loose way, it reminds me of in Naruto when they had the Akatsuki and they always like pair like the off ones. And in this case, it reminds me of what is it? Well, Hidan and Kakazu to a degree, but also I was thinking of, shoot, I can't think of their names. Sasori and Datara. He like wants to do the fancy art, and then he wants to do like the slow, like better art. It just reminds me of that kind of. I think I skipped that one. I'm sorry. We're gonna be on our way. That's what it said. Ah, some things never change. Well then, shall we make for the spire? Our Alliance friends will doubtless have news for us. I think we're getting ready for like a dungeon or a trial. I think Balsar's Wall is a dungeon, isn't it? I could be crazy, but I do believe it is. We're getting there in style. Come on, Regalia. And there's the tower. Oh, that's rolling. Alright, what you got for me? Welcome, Warrior of Light. I assume you are here to speak with our commanding officers. You will find them at the observation platform. Pray proceed. I don't want to go up high. It's scary. Oh, you got the girl from Ishgard and the little dude. Greetings, my friends. 'Tis good to see you both well. I was hoping you might turn up. I've dragged myself to watch here, you see, and the sight of you might help and remind him why we both bothered. If memory serves, I have not seen many of you since the day of the grand melee. Having borne the brunt of your blows, may I say what an honor it is to stand at your side. 'Tis heartening indeed to see the realm's most stalwart defenders thus gathered in common cause. Speaking of which, what news from the wall? All has been quiet. Until now. You had to say something. You had to. I figure it's either it's a dungeon or it's like a thing you get there and then it's like a trial at the end, probably. Report. What? 7 hells. Fighting has broken up at the top of the wall. A full-scale assault. So the Griffin has made his move. Someone has. And what's that supposed to mean? The attackers, they're wearing Grand Company colors. Impossible, we gave no such order. Of course. The wall was never the Griffin's target, it was the bait. We have been goaded into deploying our armies nearby, thus lending weight to this deception. If those uniforms were convincing enough to deceive my scouts, the Empire will surely think we've launched an offensive. This could mean war. Even so, this may yet be no more than a diversion. With the armies of the Alliance occupying the Empire's attention, it will be comparatively easy for the Griffin's supporters to slip into Alamigo. He could then incite a rebellion amongst the populace which the Imperial reserves will be hard-pressed to contain. Eorzea, meanwhile, would be plunged into chaos. Tiberius, we must make for the wall at once. I think it's... No. What, just the 2 of you? Our companions embarked on a mission to sway the Griffin from his course, and are likely halfway to his command post by now. They will emerge in the midst of a raging battle, and I do not mean to abandon them to their fate. It will be dangerous, aye, but the confusion may work to our advantage. If we are careful to avoid the skirmishing, it may yet be possible to reach the Griffin, and if we can do that... Lady Hilda, might I ask you for an airship ready to bear the Scions to safety? I don't know who this Lady Hilda is, Marshal, but you can count on me. We must prepare the Imperial reprisals. May the Navigator guide us through the storm. Alright. I love it when the twist comes up. That's gonna be good. Not that it can be a secret at this point, but... Got some Crystal Braves in there. Nobody's in Ishgard colors, though. Because Ishgard has got the blue dudes, but they dress up like the knights or whatever. Further, comrades. The time has come to drive the Empire from Alamigo, and force action upon those who have turned their backs on our suffering for so long. Let this victory be the first step in the liberation of our homeland. Alamigo will be free, no matter the cost. Yeah, I think this is like a go through the whole thing in like a instance and then get to the end and then it's a trial. I think. Alright. Well, you know what's going on? I think it's just like right up over here. I don't really need to fly, but we'll pretend. Oh, no, it's an entrance right there, so whatever it is, must be a dungeon. From what Papalimo told me, Papalimo told me the trail ahead should lead us into the shadow of the wall. As we have 2 objectives, I suggest we divide our forces. I shall make straightaways for tunnels and attempt to intercept our comrades ere they stumble into a bloodbath. While I do so, I must ask that you scale the wall. Know that I would not propose such a course if there were any other way, but the time for subtlety is past. Take a band of your most trusted companions and cut a path through the Griffin. through to the Griffin. Make him see reason by any means necessary. I don't think that's going to happen. Once we are free of the tunnels, we will make for your position with all due haste. And if everything proceeds according to plan, Hilda will then swoop in and spirit us all the way to safety. I only pray that we have enough time. I want to see who the NPCs you would take in, because I think it's, well, maybe this isn't an NPC-able thing. Balthazar's wall. Balzar's wall. Let's go scale the wall. I want to see, can you do it with NPCs? Who are the NPCs you can take? So, Marauder, Conjurer, and Thaumaturge, man, riveting. Alright. How we doing? 7 minutes, that's not bad at all. That's an exceptional one. Alright, who wants to hear story time? We might even get, if it's actually close to 7 minutes, we might even get to pop like right in the middle, or anything else. Alright, let me see if we got it in here. I think it's in here, if the book is not upside down. Which one is this, volume 1 or 2? I think this is 1. So I need volume 2, hang on. I have 1, 2, 3 is in my, is not next to me, but we'll see. Alright. Balthazar's Wall, 166. Let's see what's up with 166, shall we? 174. Alright. Balthazar's Wall. Steel separating from the forest. And then there's the bosses. I don't really want to go into them as much. But it's okay. Balthazar's Wall is an imposing structure which divides the Black Shroud and Girabania. Built in the orders of the legatus Gaius van Belzar as means to contain lands corrupted by primal influence, the wall's center is dominated by the defensive stronghold of Castrum Oriens. The facilities within have been augmented numerous times, with engineers outfitting Magitech workshops with production line capabilities, and accelerating manufacture of the Slasher model war machina. Disguised in the Grand Company uniforms, it was against this fortification that the Griffin and his masks will launch an assault, which is where we are now, and force a chain of events leading to Alamigo's liberation. So we know how that happens. When cornered atop the wall by Eorzea's champion, the Scions, the Griffin did the unthinkable, draining Nidhogg's eyes and sacrificing his own life in the final step to summoning ritual. His actions culminated in the manifestation of the primal Shinryu and forever skewed the course of the ensuing war to free Alamigo. If this was the first time we were doing this, I would not have said that because it's kind of a spoiler. But you know, we've been there, we've seen things. So that is Balthazar's Wall. We will be there momentarily, and I'll see you when it pops. I was starting to fall asleep, man. I was straight up like a half hour. 7 minutes was a lie. That was a damnable lie. Look at this, 1:41 in the morning. Crazy. All right, well, regardless, let's do it. Okay, I kind of did this loosely. I really like the little walkways and stuff. That's familiar. Either way, let's keep powering through, shall we? Meowdy, dude. I've got a thing. I've got a digital picture frame, and I got a picture of a little crying kitten. It's like a CG whatever. We'll say photoshopped. And it says he's in like a little cowboy uniform. And it says you aren't even gonna stop and say meowdy, and he's like crying, and maybe laugh and cry at the same time. All right. Oh, he's pulling. He's pulling. Okay. Why am I tethered? Stop tethering me. Peasant. Like, get my senses dulled being in wait for that long. Sitting there watching videos on a Kerbal Space Program, which is fun, but like not the most riveting. I love me some KSP, but at the same time, they're not usually action-packed. They're more like, can we get to place X? It's like, yes, we can, or no, we can't. Gotta just be running. So we got me, Dark Knight, a Sage, and a Bard. A good Bard. kind of a brilliant play from dude to make all his dudes look like, you know, Grand Company troops. See if I can get the positionals in place. I love positionals. It's like some of the simplest things you can do in a video game, and I'm like, it's so hard. I'm so bad at it. I guess we can go fight the thing right now. Especially since it's like tethering me or whatever. Alright, I'll let them finish that one off. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna run away. Ow. Yeah, Battlestar's All, I don't remember much about it except for the very end. And even like, I don't even mean the very end, I mean like, I don't know, close to the end. I'm staying next to this thing, it'll be totally fine. Oh. Alright. Targeted, no. Throw my sword at that guy. Come on, almost got it. Alright. Loot. No one's got time for loot. Oh, it's an elevator. Loving an elevator. Living as up as a million down. That's more like a lateral, isn't it? Alright, this is kind of like the little conveyor belt. And it just starts dumping dudes in here. Got the wall things. I find this part a little interesting. It's like instead of them actually just showing up or whatever, just conveyor belts just dump you dudes on you. And then I say that, and then of course what happens, I just jumped in. Pretend I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything, no one heard that. Be practical to do this, or should I just start single targeting? It's doing okay, I guess. I just focus on one at a time. They're coming. Why are you mad at me? I'm doing it. Imagine getting mad at a man who's just standing there. You guys don't have probable cause. Get out of here. And all the Imperial Defenders. Anyone slayed enough Imperial Defenders yet? No, apparently not. That was a foolish game. Getting distracted. There we go. Are we there yet? We are. It's not as cool as Alexander, but it'll do. It's a spider robot. Alright, spider robot. That's right, give me battle voice. I'll shout at them. I can't remember if that was good or bad. I think that was bad. Oh, you gonna stop when we run? Alright, what is it? Is it bad? Do you want to face it toward him or away? I don't know if way is worse or better. I guess it didn't really matter. That tank, you keep feeling it though, I'll tell you what. Come on, we almost got him. Almost feel like maybe we can power him down. We can just hit him and hit him with everything we got. We don't need to finish all these guys. Yeah. The swag. Shields down, strike the core, you know what I mean? Did I already get over it? Oh, okay, yeah, I did. Okay, yeah, this is, we're getting close to the part I actually remember. Where you're going up the wall and there's people that look like people and stuff like that. We haven't gotten to people that look like people yet. We've gotten to the Garleans. Alright. Oh, more treasure chests. Another group of like 6 guys survives to jump us. Oh, we're pulling, okay. I'm ready to run. I'm Naruto running basically with my swords. As goofy-ish as it looks. It's not actually really that goofy, but it's just my brain says, there they are, they look like a dude. Loyalists. I don't know why you would have the crystal braids here, though. That's the thing. Like, you want to dress people up to the other ones. The crystal braids, I would think, should look like the Ishgardian if you want to, like, tell that everyone's there. Because them being blue like that, that's just a crystal braids thing, you know? Tell me I'm crazy. Tell me I'm crazy, man. We're up so high. Oh, yep, here we go. It's time. Time for the one of the greatest fights in this game. Not because of how it plays, just because of the narrative and like all the little dumb stuff around it. The memes about this fight is what I'm getting at. Were absolutely the pinnacle of this game. Actually, it's all anyone talked about. It's him. Alright, big boy. You know I want what I want to hear. Let's hear you say it. I'll give you a glorious end where like, come and see me at the far edge of fate. That's right, that was what the patch was called. Far edge of fate. I don't know if it was this one, but I remember that when that one came out.
How'd you like this?
Oh, look away. Get over here, you peasants.
Sloppy.
Sloppy. There it is.
I'll
You'll
tell
love
you,
to hear
limb
it.
from limb.
You'll love it.
Yeah. Sloppy.
I can't remember. Is there a trial after this, or is it all one fight? I can't remember. We'll find
For
out.
amigo!
It gets repetitive, but it's also amazing. You know what I mean?
I have you now.
I mean, I would think like the middle one, right? Tell me, am I
How'd
crazy?
you like
I don't know.
this?
I don't think I get hit by that. Thankfully.
Yeah!
Why are we breaking another one? Do we need to break another one? I don't think we need to break another one. Just need to be able to do that.
Sloppy.
That wasn't sloppy this time, Griffin, my boy.
Yeah.
Gosh, all the memes are just flooding back to me. Just like all the picture of him with saying sloppy.
Yeah.
I say sloppy sometimes for funsies.
Yeah.
We have freed the man.
Yeah.
Hey, you got a dash this time.
Sloppy. Yeah. I'll tear you limb from limb.
I mean, it's not true. He says he could do it. He can do it to me, but he definitely did it to
For al amigo!
Raoban when he cut his arm off, and then accused him of like murdering this whole time. So I just thought this was at the end of ARR. I had no idea. I just didn't even realize. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got my timeline confused.
How'd you like this?
Oh, look away. There we go. I'm not even worried about it.
Yeah!
Power through. Haha! You thought you could push me out, but I can dash back in. It's not over. At least if I recall, it's not over. was Ilberd the whole time. Alright, I'll give it to the Bard, and then that's it. And I got a bunch of garbage I didn't ask for. I'm so excited. What a nerd. Alright. See what's going on. I got a player comm? Yeah. Feels good.
You've beaten me, aye. But you cannot stop what I've begun. Behold, a glimpse of things to come.
We did it! We showed the bastards!
Aye! Victory is ours!
And who knows, lads? Mayhap the Eorzeans will finally see sense when the enemy turns up on their bloody doorstep.
This is for Alamigo, for Eorzea.
Laurentius, man, I had such high hopes for you. He was the guy who, like, was caught stealing, and then we go back later and we're like, look, we want you to give you a chance to redeem yourself. And he was like, okay, yeah, no, that's good. And now he's working for Dude.
They die that others may live.
He's gonna kill all of them, isn't he? Oh, that little putz. I hate that guy. Yu Hase or whatever.
Vanguards! Attack!
Seven hells. Do you hear that?
War machines.
How did they get here so quickly?
Stand your ground! For the resistance!
Oh, probably not gonna pan out. Just absolutely wrecking their face. And there's more than like one of them, so just stomping on them. Just bodying them all.
There's nowhere to run. We're cut off.
This is true. Just, it's unnecessary roughness. Like missiles. I'm gonna cast magic missiles. And they're dead.
Gods help us! What are we thinking? The Empire's too big. Too powerful.
Well, clearly he did not care.
Mighty Rolger. Grant us the strength.
Is he gonna summon a primal with his last breath?
Crush. Oh.
There you are.
As you can see, our infiltrators did not elude me for long. Lady Ugiri is sending for an airship even as we speak.
What do we do? This is a massacre.
Jack, really.
How wonderful to see you, Commander.
Ilberd, I should have known. This has to end. It has to end now. Do you not see your countrymen dying? Have your ideals rendered you blind even to that? Order the retreat, and we will help your soldiers to safety.
Dude, he knew full well they were gonna die. In fact, he's like, yeah, that's so worthy sacrifice, worth it.
Retreat? With the moment of my triumph so close at hand? You truly are a sheltered child, Leverrier.
Don't mind me.
Nidhogg's eyes. No abyss is too deep for you, I see. But trust me when I say that such power was not meant for mortal hands.
How long have I struggled to reach this point? My countrymen, so inured to the taste of defeat, they no longer balk at its bitterness, shouting my throat raw with rallying cries, only to be greeted with dull eyes and blank faces. My brothers and sisters in Ulda have surrendered to their apathy and their appetites. Were it not for the glint of Lodorito's coin, I doubt even those here now would have answered my call. Take back our homeland! Free Al Amigo! Ha! They'll happily mouth the words, but they won't spill the blood. You say no mortal should wield these eyes? Then I shall gladly become a demon. I will suckle on the souls of the hopeless and liberate the homeland they no longer deserve.
That's some cold stuff, man. But those eyes are also frozen.
What exactly do you mean to do?
Yeah.
Did you hear their cries as victory was snatched away from them? Even with their dying breaths, they cursed the Empire. Never has their desire for vengeance been so raw, so true. A god has no need of faith when summoned by so pure a purpose.
Summoned? You cannot mean to fight the Empire with a primal. You know full well the danger, the futility of relying on such power.
I don't think he cares,
Oh, yes, I know their limitations. Which is why I will call upon a deity more terrible than the very black worm of the calamity itself.
I was honestly surprised here he doesn't become like Nidhogg again. But he becomes something else.
What? Here?
Like hells you will!
I mean, I think he's gonna do it anyway, Ida.
An ending to mark a new beginning. My pain, my longing, you shall have it all!
He definitely went splat, but I don't think it matters. That's a lot of dead dudes. Is he gonna just take the biomass of everybody that's dead nearby? Well, it's even playing the music from the beginning of ARR at the Battle of Cartheno. Ooh. The Calamity. Yeah. He did say worse than the Black Worm of the Calamity.
This light, is it...
His death completed the ritual. The primal is taking shape.
Well, can't we stop it? There must be something we can do!
There is one thing.
What? Hey! Where do you think you're going?
Master Louisoix briefly contained Bahamut by means of a potent spell of sealing. I will now attempt to do the same.
But that's impossible! We would need hours to collect the necessary ether, if not days!
Ah, Alphino, though I concede it may not always be apparent, I was ever your grandsire's finest pupil.
Papalymo, so gangster. Like, the thing is, I totally forgot about him, kind of. And I'm really enjoying him more this time. The impact of everything going on has more weight to me this time.
Team Tamati, of course! The staff still holds enormous power, broken or not.
Don't you dare, Papalymo! I know how that spell works. It is time to leave!
Quite right. Quickly now, off you go! The further away, the better!
No! If you're staying, then so am I!
No, Ida! There is a path only you can walk, and it must not end here, not like this! Take her! Please, you have to take her!
Oh.
What? No! Damn it, Thancred! Put me down! Thancred!
This is one battle you cannot fight. Away with you! Go!
I think you're wrong, but, you know, I respect it. Oh, it's gonna let me choose. I could offer to stay here, but I know what's gonna happen if I do. Well, I don't know what's gonna happen if I do. But I'm gonna request his wish, and I'll leave on the airship. Because I think it'd be disrespectful to him to say, like, no, I'll stay here with you. You clearly can't do it. We know what he's doing. Come on.
Hilda! I think he means now!
I bid thee farewell again, my dear Ida. Now, let us see how good a student I truly was.
Just like Louisoix. The thing that gets me about it is, like, he dies, but, like, I don't know, man. It's just like, he just came back and they killed him off. He's gone almost the entire expansion, comes back and then dies. I mean, he gives his life, sure, but I'm just saying. Why? Why didn't they let me stay? Papaloon was my friend. I should have been there with him. You could see it in his eyes, Ida. He knew what he was doing, what he had to be done. Master Louisoix wore that same look right before the end. Do you think I don't know that? I know, all right, I know. There's nothing more you could have done. Ilbert caught us all off guard. Even Tiberius was powerless to stop him. If you must blame someone, then blame me. Just promise that you will never forget what Plampolumo strove to protect, or lessons he tried to teach you. Don't speak to me. Leave Ida with me. Go on. Go back to the Rising Stones. The others need to know what happened here. Yeah, Shinryu, I think, comes up later. I thought for some reason he came up like right at the end of that, but he does not. Alright, you know what an abrupt cut means. An abrupt cut means we had to, we had to do what we had to do. I was really hoping this was going to be a single episode. Fun fact, it ended up being about 2 hours, and that is just way too long. So we're going to cut it a two-parter. Consider the finale a two-part finale, right? Like your multiple episodes. It's like a finale for Star Trek or something. So, with that, till next time.